Welcome back. After this week's tornadoes, many families are beginning to pick up the pieces, and unfortunately, that's when scammers often strike.
Yeah, and we recently spoke with the president of the National Insurance Crime Bureau to learn how you can spot contractor fraud and protect yourself during recovery. Take a look. Well, after tornadoes tore through our region, many families are beginning the long process of recovery, and unfortunately, that's when scams often surface.
Today, we're joined by David Glowy, President and CEO of the National Insurance Crime Bureau, with advice on how to spot contractor fraud and protect yourself after a disaster. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, David.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, certainly.
Of course.
Perhaps we could lead with this question. How are today's severe weather trends affecting homeowners beyond just physical damage?
So major weather events in the United States are increasing exponentially. In 2024, we saw a major catastrophic weather event every 13 days that cost communities over $1 billion in damage. In the 1980s, we saw that same weather event one every 80 days, or only 3 or 4 times a year. So these are happening with much more frequency and severity. In Arkansas, you had 52 tornadoes, versus this year, you've already had 44 tornadoes this year that are impacting your community. And with those billions, millions and billions of dollars that flow from the insurance carrier to help you rebuild, these criminal organizations, these criminal businesses come into the communities and target those high value of dollars, those billions and millions of dollars that come into communities.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's so scary. What are maybe some common red flags that people can watch for when they are hiring a contractor after a disaster?
So a couple things to think about is your legitimate contracts are going to be licensed. They're going to have references. They're going to have job sites in your neighborhood you can go visit and see what they're working on. Some red flags is door-to-door solicitation, someone knocking on your front door, offering contractor services or debris cleanup, calling on you on the phone or email solicitation, saying that they're pre-approved from FEMA. A couple other red flags is requiring you to sign a contract immediately and offer a large down payment. All of these things are red flags for you to take a pause and go through the process to find a vetted contractor.
Good tip.
Yeah.
I know I'm kind of going off script here, but I'm just curious. Is this often a phone call? Is it an in-person visit when you meet somebody who's a fraudster? Is it a text? Like, how are people being frauded?
It's everything you just said. Okay. It's text messages, it's emails, it's phone calls, it's door-to-door solicitation. We see the white-collar criminals, these criminal organizations use all sorts of different media techniques to get to these victims. I've been in law enforcement over 35 years. I was an FBI agent. These criminal organizations, these criminal actors are sophisticated, and they're going to look just like a legitimate business.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Yeah,
What's
for
scary,
sure.
but good to know.
Yeah. We know that NICB is often on the ground after major disasters. How does our team help prevent fraud in those moments? How does your team help prevent fraud in those moments?
So the National Insurance Crime Bureau, we've been around for 115 years. We are the center of the ecosystem, the intelligence ecosystem, to share directly with state, federal, local law enforcement. We have billions of records from 1,300 major insurance carriers of their claims information and fraudulent claims that we've identified across the United States, actually internationally. We pass that information directly to law enforcement when we identify them. We also have investigators that are hand in glove with local law enforcement to help write affidavits, be expert witnesses, and help prosecute the crimes to protect the public.
Okay, that's great that you're out there doing that work.
Absolutely.
For us.
David, where can people go to learn more information about this?
So you can go to our website at nicb.org. That's nicb.org. And of course, if you have a criminal or a fraudulent actor you believe is on your property, call 911, call law enforcement so they can respond.
Okay,
Awesome.
That's great.
That's
Thank
good
you
to
for
know.
joining us.
Yes, thank you
with all
so
those
much.
tips.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, yeah. That's interesting to know that they're going to come at you. You know, fraudsters going to come at you in all different kinds of formats. They might show up at your door. You might get a text. You might get an email.
When you're most vulnerable.
Most vulnerable, I know.
Yeah, definitely be on the lookout.
Especially in our region right now, a lot of folks are in a vulnerable spot. So
totally.
Look out for those. Yeah.